Welcome to Maths Classes 7-8 CBSE by Gkpillai. This video is on exponents and powers of class 8. The name of the chapter in the textbook is Power Play. In addition to learning about exponents, you will also learn about scientific notation or writing large numbers in the exponential form or standard form. My videos are based on the new syllabus and the textbooks of classes 7 and 8. Majority of the students will be studying from the NCERT textbook, but some schools use books from private publishers. Till class 8, I believe. My videos cater to both these requirements. The pattern of my videos will be, after my first video on fundamentals of a chapter, the subsequent videos will have practice questions, both easy and difficult. I am very happy that this channel of mine is attracting more subscribers nowadays. My request is to subscribe to my channel and encourage others also to do so. I am sure students of class 8 will like my videos. Exponents. You must be having some idea about exponents by now. The chapter contains the laws of exponents, scientific notation sums are there, and also exponent sums, easy ones as well as difficult sums are there. Let us start from here. The numbers with very large numbers of digits are difficult to read, understand and compare. That you will understand when we go further. To make these numbers easy to read, understand and compare, we use exponents. I don't have to explain this further. Here you will find examples of very large as well as very small numbers. These numbers are very large numbers and these are very small numbers. I am not going to read them. Mass of Earth is mass of Uranus, distance between Sun and Saturn, and many other things. These are concerning geography and these are concerning science. The size of the diameter of a red blood cell, the size of a plant cell, and many other numbers. One more example. This is taken from your textbook only. When a paper of initial thickness 0.001 centimeter is folded once, the thickness will become 0.001 into 2, 0.002 centimeter. When folded twice, it will be 0.001 into 2 into 2, 0.004 centimeter. Similarly, when you fold it 7 times, the thickness will become 0.001 into 2 into 2, 7 times. It will be 0.001 into, you can see, write 2 to the power of 7 in the exponential form. The value will be 0.128 centimeter. Instead of millimeter, this is used in centimeter. That is why it has become a decimal number like this. Now the exponential notation and operations. As I said earlier, large numbers can be written in the shorter form using exponents. 10,000 can be written as 10 raised to the power of 4. Here 10 is called the base. This is the base and 4 is the exponent. We have to read it this way: 10 raised to the power of 4, or simply 4th power of 10. These are the two ways we can read 10 to the power of 4, 10 raised to the power of 4. 10 to the power of 5 is the exponential form of 1 lakh. Now, some powers have special names. You must be having an idea about this, but I have to anyway discuss this. 10 to the power of 2 will be 10 raised to the power of 2 and also read as 10 squared. 10 to the power of 3 will be 10 raised to the power of 3 and also 10 cubed. 5 cube will be 5 raised to the power of 3 will be 5 into 5 into 5, 125. Depending upon the requirement, you will write like this. So 125 is the third power of 5. Similarly, 2 to the power of 7 will be 7th power of 2. This way you can say the exponents. Exponents when the base is a negative integer. Here you can see minus 5 is a negative integer raised to the power of 3. Minus 5 into minus 5 into minus 5 will be minus 125. Here you are having minus sign for the odd number of times. So here the sign will be minus only. If it is minus 5 raised to the power of 5, then also you will be having the minus sign. Here you can see minus 2 raised to the power of 6. 6 is an even number, so here it will be a positive number. While writing the numbers in an expanded form, numbers like 10, 100, 1000, etc. are used. This you must have done in your earlier classes, expanded form of a number. 47561 equal to 4 into 10,000, 7 into 1000, 5 into 100, 6 into 10 plus 1. Now using exponents we will be writing like this. 4 into 10 to the power of 4 plus 7 into 10 to the power of 3 plus 5 into 10 to the power of 2, 6 into 10 to the power of 1 or just 10 you can write plus 1. Similarly here it's a decimal number. 5 into 10 to the power of 2 plus 6 into 10 to the power of 1 plus 1 plus 9 into 1 upon 10. 0.9 we will be writing like 9 into 1 upon 10. The next one it is 0. So we will write 0 into 1 upon 100 plus 3 into 1 upon 1000. Now the same thing using exponents we will write like this. 561.903 equal to 5 into 10 squared plus 6 into 10 to the power of 1 plus 1 into 10 to the power of 0. You can just write it as 1 also. 10 raised to the power of 0 is 1. So that is why we are writing like this. Plus 9 into 10 raised to the power of minus 1. 1 upon 10. We write it as 10 raised to the power of minus 1. You will understand it later on. Next 0 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 2 zeros you can write minus 2. Plus 3 into 10 raised to the power of minus 3. Here we go in the opposite direction. In all the above examples, the base is 10 only. Whatever I discussed till now, let me generalize it. An integer a is used as the base here. It can be any other numbers also. A into a will be a squared. I already discussed a squared or raised to the power of 2. A into a cube or a raised to the power of 3. 4 times when you multiply a raised to the power of 4. A raised to the power of 4 or the 4th power of a. When you multiply 7 times, it will be a raised to the power of 7 or 7th power of a and so on. Here, 3a into a into a into b into b. We have to write it as a raised to the power of 3 b squared. We have to read it this way, a cubed b squared. Otherwise, a raised to the power of 3 b raised to the power of 2. You can read it that way also. Here a into b into b into b into b, a squared b raised to the power of 4. You can read it that way. Laws of exponents. These are very important laws. You will get many sums based on this. As a combination of at least 2-3 laws, you will get the sums. The first one, n of a into n of b equal to n of a plus b. You can just note one thing. Bases are same, the powers are different, and there is a multiplication sign here. So the result will be n of a plus b. The powers are added, base will remain the same. 3 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 5 will be 3 raised to the power of 2 plus 5. That will be 3 raised to the power of 7. Another one, p to the power of 4 into p to the power of 6 will be p raised to the power of 4 plus 6, p raised to the power of 10. This is an explanation of that. P raised to the power of 4 into p raised to the power of 6 can be written as p multiplied 4 times and p multiplied 6 times. Totally, if you count them, you will be having 10 times p. So p raised to the power of 10. This is just an explanation of this. So n of a into n of b will be n of a plus b, where a and b are counting numbers or natural numbers. One more example, 5 raised to the power of 4 into 5 raised to the power of 8 will be 5 raised to the power of 4 plus 8, 5 raised to the power of 12. The next one, n of a divided by n of b. You may write it as n of a upon as a fraction, n of b. So the result will be n of a minus b. The powers are different, the bases are same, but there is a division sign. It will be n raised to the power of a minus b. Here a and b are counting numbers and a is greater than b. So here also there is an explanation. After that we will find an example. 3 raised to the power of 4 divided by 3 raised to the power of 2. We can write 3 4 times upon 3 2 times. When you cancel out, ultimately you will get 2 3's. So 3 raised to the power of 2, that will be 9. So ultimately 3 raised to the power of 4 divided by 3 raised to the power of 2 will be 4 minus 3 raised to the power of 4 minus 2, that will be 3 to the power of 2. You will understand here. Another explanation, 3 raised to the power of 4 divided by 3 raised to the power of 3 will be 3 you can write 4 times, 3 in the denominator 3 times, cancel out, only one 3 will be left, that will be 3 raised to the power of 1. So your answer is 3 units. From this 2 you can understand one thing, 3 raised to the power of 4 divided by 3 raised to the power of 3 will be 3 raised to the power of 4 minus 3. 3 raised to the power of 1 or just 3. Here there is another example. It will also give you the same kind of result. The third law is n raised to the power of a raised to the power of b. Now the b can come inside and a can go outside also. N raised to the power of b whole power a will be n of a into b or n of ab, where a and b are counting numbers. Here I'll just give you some explanation here. 3 raised to the power of 6 can be written this way. 3 multiplied 6 times. Now these two are grouped, again these two are also grouped. So you are writing 3 raised to the power of 2 into 3 squared into 3 squared. Now 3 squared there are 3 times. So naturally we will write 3 raised to the power of 2 whole power 3. How this can be written as 3 raised to the power of 3 whole power 2? Here it is. Now the 3 to the power of 6, once again we are writing 3 multiplied 3 times here and another 3 multiplied 3 times here. So it will be 3 to the power of 3 into 3 to the power of 3. So that will be 3 to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2. So here it is 3 to the power of 2 raised to the power of 3 and here 3 raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2. Both are one and same thing. So 7 to the power of 10 can be written as 7 to the power of 2 raised to the power of 5 or 7 to the power of 5 raised to the power of 2. So once again, n of a raised to the power of b will be the same as n of b raised to the power of a, and that will be n of ab. Here there is an example, 11 raised to the power of 4 whole power 2 will be 11 raised to the power of 8. Now the fourth one, m of a into n of a. Here the bases are different, but the powers are same. M of a into m of n of a equal to mn raised to the power of a. Mn raised to the power of a. Here there is another explanation once again. 3 to the power of 4 into 2 to the power of 4 will be 3 written 4 times and 2 written 4 times again. If you regroup them, 3 into 2, 3 into 2, 3 into 2, 4 times we can write. So that will be 3 into 2 raised to the power of 4 or 6 raised to the power of 4. So ultimately m raised to the power of a into n raised to the power of a will be mn raised to the power of a. Here is an example. 5 raised to the power of 3 into 2 to the power of 3 will be 5 into 2 raised to the power of 3, 10 raised to the power of 3. Now the fifth law, m of a upon n of a. The bases are different, powers are same, upon. So you will write m upon n raised to the power of a. See, 10 raised to the power of 4 upon 5 raised to the power of 4 will be 10 upon 5 raised to the power of 4, or you can say 2 raised to the power of 4. Here there is one more example. 3 raised to the power of 5 upon 7 raised to the power of 5 will be 3 upon 7 raised to the power of 5. I think you will be able to understand. So these are the 5 laws. Now you will find some sums based on these laws. Now we are examining what happens when a number has a power raised to the power of 0. As an example, 3 to the power of 0 can be written in the generalized form this way. 3 to the power of 0 equal to 3 raised to the power of 4 minus 4. The second law when you apply. So then it will be 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 4 times upon 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 4 times. When you cancel everything, you will get 1. So that means 3 raised to the power of 0 is 1 only. Another, let us generalize further. 3 raised to the power of 0 can be written as 3 raised to the power of a minus a. 3 to the power of a minus a will be 3 to the power of a divided by 3 to the power of a. Both are same. So your result will be 1. So anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. Here the explanation of that only is given. These are just meant for explanation only. I will be discussing some sums based on the laws of exponents. The first one, the bases are same, the powers are different, there is multiplication sign in between. We will just add the powers. 3 raised to the power of 4 plus 2 plus 7, 3 raised to the power of 13. The next one, the second law, 7 raised to the power of 12 divided by 7 raised to the power of minus 10. So here you will subtract the powers. 7 raised to the power of 12 minus of minus 10. 7 raised to the power of 12 plus 10, 7 raised to the power of 22. The next one, based on the first one only, first law only, y raised to the power of a into y raised to the power of 3 will be y raised to the power of a plus 3. The next one based on the third law and the second law. 5 raised to the power of 2 whole power 3 divided by 5 to the power of 6. So this will be a to the power of m whole power n, a to the power of mn. That is 5 raised to the power of 6 divided by again 5 raised to the power of 6. 5 raised to the power of 6 minus 6 to the power 5 to the power of 0, that will be 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. The next one, the powers are same, the bases are different. 5 raised to the power of 5 into 2 to the power of 5. 5 into 2 raised to the power of 5, that will be 10 to the power of 5. Here once again it is just like this one only. X to the power of 4 into y to the power of 4 will be xy raised to the power of 4. 3 raised to the power of 4 whole power 5 will be 3 raised to the power of 4 into 5, 20. Here once again, here there is a multiplication sign here, here there is a division sign. So 3 to the power of 20 divided by 3 to the power of 15 multiplied by 3 to the power of 4. So this will be 3 to the power of 20 minus 15. The power bases are same, powers are different, you will subtract it into this one. Don't combine this one with this one now. This will become 3 to the power of 5 into 3 to the power of 4, this one. So you will add the powers, it will be 3 to the power of 5 plus 4, 3 to the power of 9. The next one, it is just an example only. 7 to the power of 5 divided by 3 to the power of 5. Both are, the powers are same, bases are different. You will write 7 upon 3 raised to the power of 5. Powers with negative exponents. We have seen earlier numbers with negative base. Exponents with negative base. Here negative exponents are there. 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 5. I am giving an explanation here. We write 3 4 times here and 3 5 times as the denominator. When you cancel out, you will get 1 by 3. Now using the generalized form or using the law of exponents, 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 5 will be 3 to the power of 4 minus 5. That will be 3 raised to the power of minus 1. Now you can see one thing, 1 by 3 is the same as 3 raised to the power of minus 1. Here also you can see the same thing. Now another example, 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 9 will be 3 to the power of 4 minus 9. That will be 3 to the power of minus 5. It is the same as 1 upon 3 to the power of 5 or 1 upon 243. Another example, 3 raised to the power of minus 7 divided by 3 to the power of minus 10, bracket close, into 3 to the power of minus 5. Everywhere it is minus sign. So when you write this one, this is equal to, here there is a division sign. So we will subtract the numerators, we will subtract the exponents. 3 raised to the power of minus 7 minus of minus 10 into 3 to the power of minus 5. So this will become 3 to the power of minus 7 plus 10 into 3 to the power of minus 5. So 3 to the power of 3 into 3 to the power of minus 5. So that will be again multiplication sign here. 3 to the power of 3 plus minus 5, 3 to the power of minus 2, that will be 1 upon 3 raised to the power of 2. Till now I have discussed about laws of exponents, negative powers, anything raised to the power of 0, and sums based on laws of exponents and many other things. Here we will discuss about the scientific notation or scientific form, also known as standard form. Here we are writing some numbers in the standard form. See, these two are different and these three are different. 2186 and this many zeros. We will write 2.186 into 10 to the power of 10. 10 means from 1 onwards till here, if you count, there will be 10 digits. So 10 to the power of 10. 504 and this many digits, you should write 5.04 into, start counting from here, then you reach this 0. So there will be 15 digits. So we will write 5.04 into 10 to the power of 15. Now this is the opposite way. 0. This many zeros, 85. Once again we will write the same thing, 8.5 into 10 to the power of. Now from this 0 you count up to 8, including 8. That will be 10 to the power of minus 12. Similar fashion here, from here up to 9, you will write it as 10 to the power of minus 7. 9.42 into 10 to the power of minus 7. And this one, 2.503 into 10 to the power of, start counting from here, reach up to 2 only. Don't go further. It will be 10 to the power of minus 6. Now here I am just giving an example, not very important. 7800 can be written as 78 into 100. That will be 78 into 10 to the power of 2. 7.8 into 1000. 7.8 into 10 to the power of 3. 0.78 into 10 to the power of, into 10,000. That will be 0.78 into 10 to the power of 4. Just to show you the exponential notation. That is the end of my present video. Still I am giving some sums here. Express in standard form, the same way we discussed just before this, 6056 and this many zeros. We are writing 6.056 into 10 to the power of 12. That is, start counting from here, you have to reach this 0. 0 point, this many zeros, 842. 8.42 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Once again, from this 0 up to 8. Size of a plant cell is this. You have to write it like 1.275 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Now this is the opposite way. You are given the standard form and you have to write in the usual form. What we do, straight away you just remove the decimal. Now you count 1, 2, 3, 4, but here it is 6. So you add 2 more zeros to it. So it will be 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 2 more zeros. 3.02 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So once again what you do, here there is a 3, 0.5 zeros and you write 302. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and including this 3 it will be 6 digits. So you should be able to write in the usual form by practicing. In my next video, I will be giving enough number of sums for practice as far as the scientific notation is concerned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also tell others to subscribe to the channel.